Okay guys, today I'm going to be going over what I have in my tackle box. And so this is my main tackle box. Like whenever I go to like a pond or a lake to fish, this is mainly what I bring. I do have a few separate boxes, just boxes like these and stuff. But this is my main one that I'm going to be showing y'all. So yeah, I'll start with this front pocket here. Here it's got pliers, more mini pliers, little forceps that work well for getting like hooks out of fish that swallow it, and for like bluegill on a smaller fish. A knife, some fingernail clippers to cut line and other stuff, little bag of hooks, and some more little scissors that use to cut line and stuff. And yeah, that's all that's in there. And then I'll zip that up and go to this other main front pocket. Here I got a rag just for cleaning my hands if I get slimy, and then a little scale. Don't really know how well this works, don't really use it that much, and a whole lot of bobbers. Okay, hooks are blown away, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bobbers, and a stringer, and that's all that's in there. This side, in here, move this strap. In this front little mesh pocket, just got a bunch of line. Don't really use this stuff. Mainly use it for like leaders because we have a separate thing that me and my dad share for line. And then in this zipper pocket back here, there's nothing. And then I'll move to the other side with the strap. In here, nothing in this little mesh pocket. And then, but in the zipper, I got a little Carolina rig kit that I got from Mr. Tackle Box, and this is my sort of like one of my little mini terminal tackle boxes. I have random little wobblehead rig, doesn't really fit in there, and they got like 5 and 6/0 EWG worm hooks used for like Carolina rigs and like heavy Texas rigs, and then little 3/0. And then there's some 4/0 in there and 2/0. More little 2/0, small gap hooks, and then like 12 shaky heads in here. And yeah, that's what's in the terminal box. And then also on this other side, I have both of those sitting in there like that. I have my little fish box, like got a bunch of things for like creek fish, like green sunfish and bluegill, and little bass in there. Like got just a bunch of little baits like that, little flies, beetle spins, all that type of stuff. And then yeah, now I'll move to the back before I go to the main pocket. And here in this little mesh pocket, I just have some soft plastics and stuff I don't really have space for, and the things that you'll see in a little bit. I have these little grande bass trophy hunter baits. They're called rattlesnakes. They're actually kind of cool. My friend gave these to me. They like stretch. Those are actually pretty good baits. And then I have these little Pro Series Catch Co. brush hogs got from MTB. Baby brush hogs and Big Texan. More baby brush hogs for trailers and stuff. Random flukes. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Hook. I'll put that in there in a little bit. A few giant hooks from my Sam Rayburn fishing trip, which I haven't uploaded yet, but y'all should see it. And then these little crappie lures, and then this little Lunker Hut pocket frog that I keep in there because I'm going to do a separate challenge on that whenever it gets warm, trying to catch a fish on that tiny thing. Like the hooks on that are literally that big. Okay, so now that we have all that out of the way, we'll move on to the main pocket up here. So get that zipper. Is that the right one? No. There we go. And then in here, you can see, got this small, what are these called again? It's Plano boxes. Yeah, the waterproof ones. Those are nice. And then 3 of these big boxes that this tackle box came with. And another one of these. So I'll start out with this front little Plano box, and this is basically where I keep all my soft plastics to keep them organized, like all of them but those, and a few other ones that I have that aren't in this box. So here are basically like worms, like a bunch of little trick worms that I use a whole lot in this pond, our pond right here. Sinkos, of course, got a ton of those. Put that back in there. A few like little ribbon tail, tiny worms, and then these also little curly tail like swimming worms and other things sort of like that. And in here, just got some like bigger size Sinkos. I have like some giant Sinkos in here. I've never even caught a fish on these, but those are just giant Sinkos. And then some more little swimming worms, and normal Senko that should be in there. Soft plastics I have. And now on this other one, this is like creature baits and stuff. Man, it's windy! Okay, in here, so up here I got some flukes and green pumpkin, watermelon, red. Got some white ones. I don't really know where those white ones are in there. I have some separate packs that aren't in here. And yeah, just a few flukes. There's like 4 more over there. And then some rage cries for like jig trailers and Texas rigs, and those are good. More of those, just in a different color. And then some of these, man, I forgot what they're called, but the little beaver baits in black and blue. Got a ton of those. And then here, just got a bunch of assorted brush hogs. Big brush hogs, medium brush hogs, and like tiny brush hogs right there. Got tons of different types of brush hogs in there, and so that's my creature bait one. While that other one was like Sinkos and worms and stuff like that. And now I'll move on to my Jigs and Spinnerbait box. They're kind of just randomly in here. I just kind of have it memorized. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot of lures because I'm not like, I haven't been fishing for like 20 years like some people, but okay, so I don't really know the names of all of these anymore. So just, little green pumpkin, bluegill jig color with, the weed guard and some rattles with the rage craw, and this little jig that actually I've caught fishing here since this pond has quite a few small fish with one of those little cross trailers that were in here somewhere. I don't know where they went. And then just some random trailers that go with things that are in this box. Swim jig and PB&J with a little swim bait. Black and blue finesse jig with black and blue craw. That's the same thing. And this, don't really know what color it is. Green pumpkin or something. Finesse jig with another rage craw. And so obviously I don't have that much jigs because I don't use them that much, but I do have quite a few spinner baits. So here is a small spinner bait, but it actually works really well. Don't know the color or anything, just a little spinner bait there with a small little swim bait trailer. And then here, I'll throw that out there. Another smaller size spinner bait because I do a lot of pond fishing, with another little white swim bait trailer, another small one with this little grub chartreuse trailer, and then here's a bigger spinner bait that I don't have a trailer on that because you can still catch them on things without trailers. Another little guy, and then this chartreuse bigger size swim bait with a little swim bait. I mean, bigger size spinner bait, I meant to say, with the swim bait on the back. And then in here, there's kind of more things of that nature. This little like mini Alabama rig or something with little chatterbaits looking things like on there. I don't know. And then those are just more of those. I got a lot of those. And then I have random little trailer. And I have this chatterbait. Don't know what color, probably like PB&J or something. And then I have 2 big white swim baits. Both of them have trailers on those. Those work really well, especially around this time of year. And yeah, I'll just kind of throw these back in there. And that's it for this box. Okay. Move along here to my hard baits, which is just crankbaits, rattle traps, jerk baits, stuff like that. So I'll just start here, a little shallow crawfish looking crankbait, and these are all my rattle traps. Probably use those the most out of anything in here. A random rooster tail, a few little jerk baits and minnow looking things, a little shad wrap, square bill, a bunch of tiny little rattle traps, flat-sided square bill crankbait, bunch of square bill crankbaits. Got this tiny little one. I'll also probably do a challenge on that eventually. And then I have some jerk baits. I got that in MTB. Got that from my friend and don't remember where I got that. And then got this 6XD chrome colored crankbait. I don't have that many crankbaits right now because, well, I don't know. I just don't. Got that weird looking little crankbait. Got it in Mr. Tackle Box a few months ago. Got this awesome little jointed bluegill crankbait. Whenever it warms up, I'll probably do a challenge on that too. Like just fishing with all these because they're just cool. And then a little shad wrap, and then a few more, a little bit deeper diving, but that one's the most. And I also obviously use a lot of lures that my dad has, so that's that. And the last box in here is the Topwater and swim baits. I know that's kind of a random thing, but I just kind of had to fit it all in here. And if you notice, all these sort of have little stickers that Mystery Tackle Box sends. And this is probably the most loaded. Topwater and swim baits. Hollow Body frog, another one. Little hollow body sunfish. Albino whopper plopper, a bunch of poppers. 2 spooks. A live target swim bait, and another cool looking swim bait. And then a bunch of these little tiny swim baits in there. And then some just Kitech swim baits and other swim baits that I also use for trailers for things. And then these swim baits that have, you know, like the open hook. Those work good for salt water, I've noticed. And then move over here. This is sort of a mixture of like buzz baits and topwaters. Here's a little duck that I'll also do in a challenge. There's tons of lures that are doing challenges whenever it warms up. Duck lure, buzz bait, popper. And then in here, just a few soft-bodied swim baits, that one, those cool minnow ones. And then here I got this little Alabama rig that I kind of set up. This is actually kind of cool. So it has the where you tie the hook on, and it has these like little like trick like things like those right there. All those little 4 small ones, they don't have any hooks, but this one dangles in the back, and the bass will hopefully go for the one in the back that's like bigger, you know. And that's just sort of how that works. It's kind of cool. And then just a ton of swim bait hooks. Put that back in there. And then just a bunch more swim baits. Just got that. Just a little scrounger head that I got in Mr. Tackle Box. Don't know if I'll ever use that. Just a bunch more of those. And yeah, pretty sure that's it. For my tackle box, if any of y'all are wondering, I'll probably do like more of these like in the coming years as I get more lures and stuff. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. See y'all on the next video.